On a scale of 1 to 10, how healthy are you? What could you do to improve your health? Exercising and eating healthy are always a good choice, but is that enough? Let's take a quick look at nutritional supplements and why they are an essential part of a healthy lifestyle. We're all made of air, water, food, and sunshine. The quality of these elements has a direct effect on our health. Our body requires essential nutrients every day to maintain itself. It cannot create these key nutrients, therefore must get them from external sources. Without these vital nutrients, your body will develop deficiencies and can deteriorate. For example, if you do not ingest calcium in supplements or in diet, there's a high probability that your teeth will fall out and your bones can and oftentimes will become brittle. That's a biochemical fact. These nutrients all work to help keep the body healthy and well-maintained. In 2002, there were 2 papers published in the Journal of the American Medical Association categorically asserting that all Americans should take a multivitamin supplement. Supplements were not always a needed part of a healthy lifestyle. Over the decades, much has changed about the food we consume and how it is produced. Consider also, the U.S. spends the most capital on healthcare in the world, $8,508 per capita, and yet leads in pretty much every category of degenerative disease. Clearly, the answer isn't throwing more money at managing the symptoms. Instead, we should be addressing the root of the problem. Roots, in fact, are a big part of the problem. Typically, we get our desired nutrients by consuming plants that have absorbed these nutrients from the soil and have broken them down into a form in which our body can process and absorb. Years of poor farming practices have caused the nutrient content in our soil to diminish significantly. In fact, this was one of the issues that was discussed at a meeting of the United Nations in Rio in 1992 called the Earth Summit, revealing some staggering estimates on soil depletion worldwide. When tested, African soils tested at 74% depleted nutrients, Asian soils 76, Australian 55, European 72, South American 76, and the grand champion of soil depletion is North America at 85%. That is not what is left in the soils, rather what is gone. This mineral deficiency in our soils has led to a deficiency in our food, making it substantially more difficult for us to get all necessary nutrients from food alone. The condition of our soils is only part of our nutritional problems. The treatment of our food is irresponsible. Nutrition is compromised for the sake of profit. Food is routinely subjected to pesticides, early picking, dyes, antibiotics, growth hormones, artificial ripening, and preservation with foreign agents, sprayed, irradiated, genetically modified, and coated with toxic material to improve appearance. Have you ever seen an orange on an orange tree in Florida? The subtropical climate causes them to retain more chlorophyll, so they look bland, with a greenish tint. Florida oranges are typically spray painted with citrus red 2. Citrus red 2 is classified by the International Agency for Research on Cancer as 2B carcinogen, meaning it's possibly carcinogenic to humans, and we spray it on our oranges so they will look and sell better. Question: what food is this? Sugar, fructose, citric acid, less than 2% natural flavor, ascorbic acid, maltodextrin, sodium acid pyrophosphate, sodium citrate, magnesium oxide, calcium fumarate, soy lecithin, artificial color, yellow 5-lake, and tocopherol. Answer: instant lemonade. Cheap and quick to make, but has none of the antioxidants and less than 30% of the vitamin C versus homemade lemonade, made from sugar, lemons, and water. Lemon household cleaners even use real lemons in their ingredients. While there is a growing availability of organic and non-GMO, genetically modified food, the bulk of what is sold today is processed, preserved, and packaged for profit, and they all suffer from the same lack of access to the nutrient-rich soil of decades past. To be certain, eating a well-balanced diet has proven better than eating junk, but even healthy food intake simply cannot keep up with our body's need. We need an additional source of nutrients, and that is where supplements come in. The supplement industry is massive and growing rapidly. Supplements come in a wide variety, from pills to powders, liquids and gels, even skin patches. More than 50% of Americans take supplements, and yet our rate of chronic disease continues to rise. Billions of dollars are made from selling these supplements, which begs the question, what is the most expensive supplement on the market? The answer is the one that doesn't work because it cannot get in. There are many supplements that just don't work. For example, pill multivitamins don't just contain nutrients, they also contain fillers such as talc, silica, and titanium dioxide, all of which are subjected to literally tons of pressure to form them. According to the physician's desk reference, pills and gel caps have an absorption rate of between 10 and 30%. That means in a healthy digestive system, only 10 to 30% of the nutrients are made available to the body. This shortfall is compounded when you consider that the number one malady in our culture is digestive disorders. Besides accidents, they are the largest cause of emergency room visits. It's quite common for pill supplements to pass through unhealthy digestive systems without breaking apart. In Dr. Carolyn Dean's book, Death by Modern Medicine, she mentions that a well-known supplement would frequently be found in bedpans, fully intact. Talk about flushing money down the toilet. There are 3 things to consider when choosing a supplement. First and foremost is the purity of the ingredients. Many companies use the lowest acceptable grade of materials they can in order to save money. As we mentioned before, fillers and binding agents are often used in pills. Secondly, having great ingredients is useless if the body cannot thoroughly absorb them. In nature, plants perform the needed breakdown and predigestion of vitamins and minerals into forms the body can readily absorb. And lastly, it is not enough to have quality ingredients with high absorption if there is not a synchronized availability among them. There is a needed orchestration when the body utilizes nutrients. For instance, we mentioned earlier that the body needs calcium and other minerals to keep bones healthy, but vitamin D is needed for the body to absorb calcium. There are many chemical interactions that require several items working together to be successfully used by the body. A supplement without synchronized availability will be less effective than one that has it. Victory Nutrition International is a company that developed with the vision of truly transforming lives toward better health and well-being. Our liquid nutritional supplement Prodovite has been developed with the combined insight of seasoned professionals using the latest in technological advancement. Take a look at how just 1 ounce of Prodovite radically changed this person's blood in just 5 minutes.
This is a pretty good sample. We seem to have a lot of cell aggregation though, and that's basically the red blood cells have lost their negative charge. This will be very interesting. This is a white blood cell right here, neutrophil in particular, and again about quarter the size it should be, probably because of the cell aggregation somehow affecting circulation, indirectly or directly affecting immune. So again, there's another neutrophil right there in the middle of the screen,
That's good, yeah.
and it should be about 2 or 3 times as big. This is 5 minutes after taking the multi, and we've restored the negative charge. The red blood cells are very loose, free-flowing. There's 2 neutrophils, one in the top left corner, one in the bottom right corner, and you can see that the neutrophils are 4 times bigger. It's been 5 minutes. To me, that's absolutely amazing, and I've been doing this for 14 years. I've done over 40,000 sessions. I've never seen a product that changes the blood. I've certainly seen it changing in 3 and 4 months, but not 5 minutes. So there's definitely something amazing going on here. And again, the white blood cells are 4 times as big. The red blood cells are loose and free-flowing. Almost looks like somebody totally different's blood.
That was a live blood analysis of a 70-year-old woman with osteoporosis and osteoarthritis. Remember, this was after only 5 minutes of having Prodovite in her system. She was just 1 out of 41 in a study to evaluate the ability of Prodovite to be absorbed and its effects on different properties of the blood. Bill Downs, CEO and founder of VNI, explains what makes Prodovite so unique and revolutionary.
Prodovite is a distinctly unique and superior dietary supplement for a number of reasons. First off, we use premium quality ingredients. And that's an important component. Even if you're a cook in the kitchen, you want to use premium quality ingredients to make the best quality food. And after we have the premium quality ingredients, we have to literally pre-digest them to get them down into very small uniform particle sizes that the body can utilize. And we put those ingredients into a phospholipid and form a capsule, a phospholipid capsule called a liposome. They act as extremely efficient carrier molecules. So we run this protosoming process where these phospholipids encapsulate these nutrients and botanicals, phytonutrients, and we continue to run the process, and we get clusters of these phospholipid molecules, these liposomes, within a liposome, and clusters of those liposomes within another liposome, and so on and so forth, up to 100 concentric layers. Importantly, all the tissues of the digestive system, from the mouth to the colon, love phospholipids. And when you put the Prodovite into your mouth and you swish it around, it absorbs rapidly into the blood vessels under the tongue. And then you swallow what doesn't absorb down into the stomach, and it passes through into the intestines. And in the intestinal environment, the protosomes adhere to the intestinal wall and again begin to degrade and release phospholipids and nutrients into the bloodstream. So you get rapid absorption and sustained release and absorption over a prolonged period of time, unlike anything else in the market.
When it comes to supplements, you have a multitude of choices. At VNI, we strive to bring you the very best. Our commitment to high-quality ingredients, cutting-edge technological processing, and years of nutritional expertise have made Prodovite unlike any other product on the market.